Welcome traders and investors. My name's Nandis. I'm from Dalrymple Trading. Today is Tuesday, the 9th of September 2025. Just here to go through with the pre-market analysis for S&P 500 and WTI Crude Oil, the two instruments that I trade. Diving into the S&P 500, what we're seeing is a very strong bullish momentum since the correction back at the start of September. We've been pushing higher. Every sort of pullback seems to be bought by the bulls, so we're looking for a continuation higher. We hit all-time highs on the 5th of September, and then we rejected off that level, and then we are yet to retest that level once again to see if we can break above. At this point, there is a bullish bias on this from an investing and trading perspective. As I previously mentioned in all my videos, we're in a very, very strong bullish uptrend, so any pullbacks will be bought by the buyers at this point, and there's no change in that sort of behavior from the buyers at all. One thing to keep in mind as well, traders and investors, is that this is a market in which the big institutions, the 401ks, superannuation funds, they're passively investing into these companies that are in the S&P 500, by extension NASDAQ as well. And it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy, which means that more of these investors and more of these big banks and institutions, actually, they're pouring more and more money into these ETFs, which is then pushing these prices higher. Looking at this market from a very high level point of view, a 30,000 foot view, we can probably say that it is very, very overvalued, and some point in the future there will be a big correction. Now, as to when that will occur, we don't know. We're not here to speculate. We trade based on our price action and what we're seeing. So at this point, we go with the flow and trade in the bullish direction with the S&P 500. Looking at WTI crude oil, we did see that prices rallied off this point, 61.50, all the way up to 63,200, 63,300 level. Then it rejected. Now we're seeing a push up, but this trend at the moment is still bearish until otherwise proven. So at this point, I'm still bearish on this until otherwise proven to be bullish. Mind you, it is also forming within a range, so that's 61.50 and this range here at 65. You can basically ignore that section, because if prices do come back here, it'll retest. So it seems to me it's sort of forming a range. So we may see prices push up at some point back to that 65 level. But this current move at the moment is still shaping up to be quite bearish until otherwise proven. So if that top gets blown out and we go higher, then yes, we are looking at going continuation to the upside. But until that level there gets breached at that 63,300, 63,310, we're still looking at a bearish bias on this one. So yeah, that's all for today. Happy trading.